Well, I gotta say, solid episode of Raw last night. So this episode picked up rather predictably with CM Punk cutting a promo being the new crowned world champion. This and then one thing we didn't expect was Logan Paul to come out and then demanding the title shot, saying he was first in line. And then more predictably, we had Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed come out. Bron Breakker wanting say that he was first in line, and which kind of makes a lot more sense. I think that's a matchup we all kind of want. Logan Paul obviously got in Bron Breakker's way, so we then had beaten Logan Paul getting initially shoved aside, and this ended up being one that none of us had on our bingo card, which was we had a Logan Paul babyface turn where Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker are beating down CM Punk, and Logan Paul gets back in the ring to make a save. So yeah, babyface turned from Logan Paul, which, like I said, no one was expecting. So this had set up a main event the Vision, Bronson Reed, and Bron Breakker against CM Punk and Jey Uso teaming up. Logan Paul was supposedly taken down to medical after tsunami from Bronson Reed. So yeah, this set up a main event with CM Punk teaming up with Jey Uso to take on the Vision. Before we got there, we had we also had the Judgment Day, Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez picking up the win against Nikki Bella and Stephanie Valquer in the Latino Brawl. We had Dominic Mysterio and Rey Mysterio reuniting of sorts, if you can consider Rey Mysterio coming out and then cutting a promo with a trash talking and brawling. I suspect that maybe this might be heading towards a career versus title match, but maybe at Survivor Series, maybe. I would be down for that. We had a match between Penta and Americano. Start again. Americano. Grande Americano. That's sorry, I'm very sleep deprived. I can't get my words out. Grande Americano and Penta. We had Penta picking up a win here. We didn't have Rusev coming out and breaking up this match as I thought we might have. We had a backstage promo with Rusev where he was basically saying that he had been that his course had just been kind of like rewrited. So fortunately we're not kind of running this sort of triple threat sort of thing between Penta and Dominic Mysterio back again, which I'm kind of glad about. So we then had Rusev finding himself in the draw for this tournament to determine John Cena's final opponent. We had Rusev against Damian Priest getting drawn. I suspect Rusev has to win that. I suspect maybe there might be shenanigans here. Obviously, Damian Priest is locked in with a brawl with in a feud with Aleister Black. So I'm kind of hoping that I'm wrong, but yeah, I'm suspecting some sort of shenanigans to help Rusev pick up a win there. Maybe. We also had it announced that Sheamus was going to take on Shinsuke Nakamura. So yeah, two solid matches they picked up. Again, you know. The potential for shenanigans there, but yeah, straight up again, two solid matches there. For additional reason to check into Raw next week, we also had it was announced that Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss are going to defend the tag team titles against the Kabuki Warriors. This was off the back of the Kabuki Warriors picking up a win against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria in this episode as well. And honestly, I'm struggling to think of an episode of Raw where we just got real, to quote Sheamus, banger after banger, because every match here was absolutely solid. I honestly, I'm not doing a real in-depth dissection between, the matches, because honestly, every single match on this episode of Raw was absolutely solid. And what else did we have? Yeah, like I said, we had the again as was announced last week, we had the rematch between Dragon Lee and AJ Styles. Defending the tag team titles against Finn Balor and JD McDonough. Predictably, Dragon Lee and AJ Styles ended up retaining here, which is totally the right decision. It wouldn't make any sense to take the titles off for Judgment Day just to put them back on a few weeks later. We had this was preceded with a bit more drama, but backstage with the Judgment Day and this sort of little moving of the needle again, this sort of continuation of Dominic Mysterio kind of breaking away from the Judgment Day, which seems to be the longest breakup in history at the minute. We ended up having the main event between Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker against Jey Uso and CM Punk. Again, obviously, really solid match. The only downside was it was kind of thrown out with Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed causing the disqualification and just beating down CM Punk and Jey Uso. This led to Logan Paul returning again, and this time he was seemingly going to give backup to CM Punk after all they'd given the Vision, had given him every incentive to go against the Vision. But this, when just at the last second, we had Logan Paul turning heel again as he hit CM Punk with a brass knuckles, and then we had Logan Paul in fact turn face and heel in the same episode of Raw, which is crazy. Let's face it. But I think this was just kind of obviously moving the needle towards Survivor Series to us. Like I said, but I expect that we will get Team Vision versus Team CM Punk at Survivor Series. So this just kind of moves the needle towards that. Obviously, we've kind of look into. I guess we're going to have Logan Paul at Survivor Series as part of that team vision. After all, we can't live in a world where Logan Paul is actually aligned with baby faces, can we? We can. An actual genuine baby face Logan Paul. We can't live in that world, can we? So yeah, and then the episode just closed out with Logan Paul offering Paul Heyman the brass knuckle. So yeah, like I said, real solid match, real, great action right throughout. Yeah, so and it's got me, and it's done what every kind of series needs to, which is just make me anticipated for the next episode, and that's what it's done as well. Just, yeah, really consistent episode. Like I said, all the matches were solid. We got another solid and hysterical promo by Becky Lynch as well. Just brilliant, just really real solid match. I mean, it wasn't anything, that really, but we didn't have anything like real shocking, or it wasn't really explosive. We didn't have any real shocking moments. It wasn't strong in that sense, but just strong in just its consistency, and just it was just solid from start to finish. And yeah, just real good episode of Raw. So yeah, thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, don't forget to ring that bell for notifications. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because we're always uploading WWE content onto this channel. And yeah, feel free to let me know down in the comment section about what your thoughts were on this episode of Raw. And until next time, I will see you guys on the next video. You guys take care.